Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lankam, a Vedic astrologer, and today I'm going to be discussing week 50th of the year 2025. And this is from the 8th till the 14th of December. And not many transits happening this week, but yes, it's an important week for a couple of reasons. Because Moon will be transiting through and ingressing and interacting with other grahas will be moving into Cancer sign, into Leo and Virgo signs. Very important. Why? Because it's going to be conjunct Rahu and Ketu in the axis of Rahu Ketu also this week, which is a very regular phenomena. Every month, once with Rahu and once with Ketu, this definitely gets conjunct, but it's a very unique one because it's forming a connection with Mars also in trine this time. So a very important transit, and we do have to see the transits, especially through your dasha. Suppose you are in the dasha of a particular graha will set the tone of your current situation, how you will be able to handle a particular situation, how you can be able to perform as per the dasha during that particular phase. So we have to see what exactly is our dasha. If there is a promise, basic promise in your chart, then the event is going to take place during the dasha, and the transit is the main triggering point or the delivery person to the package which is ready for you. So I use the Sidereal zodiac, and this is based on Moon's ingress. And when Moon is transiting as per Delhi, India time, it could be that plus minus a few hours. It can be different for you guys when a particular event is taking place. People come back and say that, the event has taken place, a little later or a little earlier. So it is because Moon is going to be interacting with the grahas, with the planets in your particular zone during that time period. So that is why the zones are very important to check as well. And you have to change. So I use the base as India Delhi time. So you can change plus minus as per your zone as well. These are all generic predictions. This is disclaimer that this is something which you have to see for yourself. Don't grasp everything and stay on it and sleep over it. Just be careful about your mental setup. When I'm giving the predictions, they are very generic, okay? Because your dasha, your chart is unique. Only the transit positions, based on that, I'm going to be sharing with you the predictions. So let's start with the weekly and how is it going to be this week? What is the condition of Moon? Moon will be transiting through the 3 zodiac signs of Cancer, Leo, and Virgo this week. So when it is going to be in Cancer sign, it's going to be in trine to Saturn and Mercury and Venus and Sun also in the Cancer sign. And it is going to be also in trine to Saturn, as you can see. Let me just draw it for you guys so that you can make a note of this. This is on the 8th and the 9th when Moon transits through this zone. Okay, I have not changed the day. Okay, now it's okay, right? So Moon is going to be in the zodiac sign of Cancer on the 8th and the 9th, because this is from the 8th to the 14th. So here when it is going to be in trine to the zone of Mercury, Venus. It's going to be in trine. And also, it is going to be forming a connection with Saturn. So this is where, we have to see the condition of Cancer sign getting triggered up. So this is like, a little, emotional time period, when it is like, stability and care and housekeeping and finance. And, you can do the team welfare kind of a situation or backups. And don't be reactive to your emails and public venting also. Then it moves into the zodiac sign. When we move on further, it's going to be in the, one sec. It's going to be moving into the zodiac sign of Leo. That's on the 10th and the 11th. Yes, I will comment on all the comments, and please do write your questions after every sign that I will be taking up as well. So you can make a questionnaire also for yourselves. And moon will be in Leo sign on the 10th to the 11th, and it's going to be conjunct Ketu and trine to Mars here. Okay, so Mars is in Sagittarius sign, so it is going to be in trine to this. So this is like, bringing about that visibility, leadership, pitch, and present, PR, celebration, time also, and maybe some kind of impulsive spendings can also happen. Ego duels can happen. So just be mindful and watch Moon Ketu proximity for ego detachment also. Then here you can see it moves into the sign of Virgo on the 12th to the 14th. And this is where it is going to be in trine to the Artha Trikona. It is going to be right opposite Saturn. So this is the time period when it is good for data cleanups, small repairs. Very nitpicky people will feel uneasy on this day because, you want everything to be precise and it can bring about some issues. Also, it is good for processing, proofing, exercise if you want to start a routine. This is also good for, using your checklist, studies, all these things also. So it is definitely very positive. And what I can comment on the festivities this week. So let's move back because it's going to be starting from the 8th. So let's keep it here. Then there is Kala Ashtami, that is Bhairav Ashtami on the 11th till the Friday 12th. Ashtami window roughly is good for protective sadhana, cleanups, and is good for, then we have Safala Ekadashi on the 15th of December. And that's very good for prosperity, fasting, if you can fast on this day, intent setting. Globally, if we see this week, excuse me, Jupiter has gone back to the Gemini sign. So education, telecom platforms, then documentation, short travel corridors will open up. Prioritize quality over quantity because Jupiter is retrograde. And compliance and forensic tone because Mercury is in Scorpio sign. So it favors audits, legal drafting, cyber hygiene, insurance claims, and you can also process any kind of insurance or other people's money if you want to work on. Then mobility and defense gear up because Mars is in Sagittarius sign. You can see here it's opposite Jupiter and it's eyed by Saturn also, its aspect. So training plus checklist over bravado, infrastructure, aviation, visas, sports, sea activity with gatekeeper views. Weather. Somebody has asked about the weather. So here is the weather routine information also. It is like normalizing tides, pockets of fog, wind, keep buffers for air and rail. And whatever is happening in India, there is a strike or whatever we can say problem in travels is because Mars has shifted to the Sagittarius sign. It's in trine to Ketu, and Jupiter is aspecting in retrogression because it's in the sign of communication travels in the Gemini sign. So that's the reason this is happening. So once Mars moves ahead, if you can see, Mars and Jupiter are almost at the same degrees right now. So once Mars moves ahead, not of the same degrees, but it's in it is in Ketu's nakshatra also, and Jupiter is forming a connection with Rahu, and Rahu is also aviation, mind you. So this might just bring about some issues related to aviation for some time, and it will get resolved once Mercury also moves further on. And Venus is also in the Scorpio sign. Okay, let me just tell you that when Ketu is forming a connection with Mars, this happened. The moment Mars transited through this, and to top it all, Jupiter was also transiting here. So all these are, if we put together, Saturn is looking at this Mars also. So lot many things, and Mars is looking at Saturn. So there's a mutual aspect also in the Pisces sign of travels, oceans, and traveling again. So this is like you have to keep a buffer of air and rail. And post Saturn direct faster file movement must have taken place, but no paperwork shortcuts That is something which is required with this kind of situation. All right. Now, if you ask me, as per Bhrigunandi Nadi, you must see what areas are getting triggered up. So when we talk about the Gemini sign, that is the west direction, and it is in trine to Rahu in the west direction, you will feel the discomfort even more. West direction from wherever you are, depending on your personal chart. Then we come to the east direction, which is getting triggered up by 159 axis, which is east direction. We have Ketu and Mars. We should not travel east during this time. If you can avoid, all the more better. And the eastern sector from wherever you are will be getting impacted even more. And west is 3711, just right opposite this east direction. So that is why, this is going to be giving that kind of issue. East and west both are getting impacted right now. And north direction, we do have Mercury, Venus, and Sun, 4, 8, 12 signs. And when moon is also transiting through the Cancer sign, Saturn is also there. So this is also heavily impacted by the planets here. So communication gap happens with the between the authorities. Some legal representations or maybe some legal actions will also be taking place during this time. So this is something which we have to see. And from Mars, if we see third from Mars also, we should see if we see something related to important decision making, the courage that we require, that is seen from third house from Mars also. And we have a Rahu there. So this might just be triggering something negative or something very unimportant also. Okay. So we have to see all of that. So let's start with the readings. Okay. So let's start with the readings for 12 signs, and we start with the, thank you so much for watching. So this is based on the ascendant, moon, and the dasha sign. As you all know, I always take the dasha sign also, because ascendant sets the tone of your horoscope, on the physical plane. What exactly will you go through? What exactly will be your marriage like, your career, marriage, all those outside world, we see from the ascendant also, how people are going to perceive you. And then we have moon. Moon is your mental setup. Sometimes, how you perceive others, how you perceive a problem. You have a $10 and you're happy, but you have someone has $100 in the pocket and is not happy. So that is what is moon sign. So you should check from both. Plus, you should see from the current situation, which we get to know, how is your life going to be during this time period? How is an event going to unfold? We see from dasha sign. Suppose you are in the dasha of Mars and Mars is in your Aquarius sign. You are not an Aquarius ascendant. You are maybe a Taurus ascendant. So make Aquarius your ascendant and see from where, from Aquarius, how your natal planetary positions are, and then superimpose the transits. Like Aquarius sign has a Rahu transiting through the first house. You know that, right? So if you have Mars dasha and Rahu is transiting there, so you might have issues in purchasing of property, or you can have problems or maybe distant relationship with your siblings. And maybe you're purchasing some property, but there are some legal issues which can come up. So all these things definitely add up. So all that we have to check. So that is why dasha sign is very, very important. So do hear this, and we come to the Aries predictions now. If you have any questions, please ask now for Aries, and then we go to Taurus, and then henceforth you can ask as well. So for Aries natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 4th, 5th, 6th houses, 4th, 8th to the 9th, and 10th, 11th Leo in your 5th house, 12th to 14th Virgo, your 6th house. So when moon is in your 4th house, sometimes, you feel that there is a lot of work at home. You want to be, you're homey. But what happens, you're very emotional about your home environment, or you're just asked or pushed to do certain things which, you had not planned for. So this is something which can give you some kind of irritability, or maybe delays, or maybe some kind of leakages, breakage, or maybe some renovation is going on. So you're working on that. So there's a lots on your plate as well. 7 to 11 December, you have to mind your temper also. Just tone down a bit. And if you have to purchase any property, etc., so to 7 to 11th December is a very good period, though this is from the 8th to the 14th. But 8th to the 11th is a good period for purchasing property, vehicle, anything that you have already planned for traveling, or maybe renovating your place. This is a good time period. So this then moon moves into your fifth house on the 10th to the 11th. Fifth house, Ketu is there. So it can bring about some irritability between you and your partner, your relationship. Maybe you have planned something, or maybe some kind of issues with your mom. Mom has some dental problems, so you have to take care of that. And also it can bring about some communication gap with the partner in relationship, or with children. Children can have some issues to deal with. So you need need to support them. They need your support. So I think that will be good. Don't be aggressive in your love relationship also. But at the same time, this can bring about some physical relationship as well. And some new budding relationship is also on cards. So make sure that there is no triangular relationship. You are not keeping anyone under that blind spot. You should not hide anything during this time. Otherwise, there will be some issues later and you will not be able to deal with it also. So that is something you have to work on. Then moon moves into your sixth house, and that's on the 12th to the 14th, and it's right opposite Saturn. Saturn is looking here, so be meticulous about your routine. You're awake from a long time, for a longer time. You're not, the digital detox, which you should be taking into account every week. You're not, or every month, at least once or twice, for at least for 2 hours. If you can just just switch off during the day. I'm not saying the night you go off to sleep and still your mind is there. So digital detox is a must for you. And in case you're starting any kind of fitness regime, or you're thinking of taking a competitive exam, or you're thinking of taking some loan, etc., or you're into some litigation, etc., so this might just bring about that verdict also. Maybe there is some relief that you will get in your loan. Maybe you're able to pay it off gradually. You've started to do so. So this is something which is going to be a very positive move for you. So stabilize your budget this week, and also showcase whatever you have made, your presentation, etc., teaching, etc. You have some work which is lined up to complete that also. Also reconcile accounts. And Mercury is in Scorpio sign, which favors insurance claims, taxes, tax fixes also. And publish, train, but document. Okay. And in relationship, be patient midweek. And that is what, when moon is going to be in your fifth house. So practical help over speeches. Okay. So actions speak louder than words. So just try to help someone. Presentations will shine. Revise your notes well on Sunday. Book, but add buffers with the travel plans if you have any. Wednesday and Thursday, good for pitching. And Hanuman Chalisa is a good remedy for you guys, especially on the Tuesdays and Sundays. And 12th to the 16th is a good time to save money. And if you are thinking of any kind of investments, you can do that also. Park your funds well, but don't fall prey to too good to be true situation. And also with your friends, you have to be a little careful. Maybe there is some kind of addiction because of your friends you fall prey to. So all that you have to be a little careful about. Otherwise, it's a good week for you because moon is transiting through good places. Okay, coming to the next one, that is Taurus. So for Taurus natives this week, moon is going to be in your third, fourth, fifth houses. 8th to the 9th is going to be in your third house. And this is the day when, these 2 days are good for selling of property, travels, in case you have to communicate your mindset, if you have to speak up anything that you have been postponing from a long time, or it's a presentation that you have been holding back to present, or you were having some flaws to rectify that. So this is a good day for you. and also to communicate with your siblings or with your friends, or maybe you're going to be meeting someone very important, maybe your business proposal, which is going to get the sanction that you were waiting for. It's in the trine. When you see the water trine is getting active here, Sun, Venus, Mercury are also in Scorpio, Saturn is in water sign. So you're very emotional about your partner, relationship, friends, your siblings. You're going to be very emotional rather than being practical. Saturn says be practical and try to try to reform or amend your relationships better. Be practical, don't just be too emotional. Also, it's a good time to propose that person you have been dating, or any kind of book that you have been waiting for publishing. So this is a good day for actually completing your write-ups and just publish it, or maybe you want to just start a YouTube channel, for example. So this will be a good time period. 10 to the 11th, moon is going to be in your Leo sign in your 4th house. It's going to be conjunct Ketu and is going to be in trine to Mars in the 8th house. 12th lord in the 8th house and 7th lord in the 8th house. So this can bring about some issues that you have to deal with your mother, or maybe in your relationship, or it can bring about some trouble in travels. But this is going to be the time to sign some important documents, investments, or meeting those kinds of people who are like delegates coming from overseas. So you're going to be also reconciling with the given situation that you are entrapped in. Also, it is a good time for understanding who's who in your relationship, with your friends and all, and other people's money you will be able to handle well. Suppose you are handling somebody's accounts, so this is a good time to handle it and to also complete the tasks as well that you have been assigned. And also something which is like something hidden, something which is behind the scenes will definitely be done, and you will be getting that kind of courage to complete it. Also, maybe you're a teacher, you're doing some assignments, or you're into a film industry, so you're working behind the scenes, a camera, you're holding the camera, some electronic gadgets, you're handling. So this might be this 8, 10 to 11th is a day to actually complete those kinds of tasks behind the scenes, not in the limelight. Okay. And also Jupiter is there in the 2nd house. So it's good to connect with your family, good to have good food, and also take care of your progeny, also your friends, or your children, or your friends, or your finances. You're going to be really working on your financial growth. And also it's good if you can just fixed deposits, will be good for you when Jupiter is in your 2nd house. You'll be able to understand what is the right way of saving money. And with Ketu also in trine and is in the 11th house has a Jupiter. So this is definitely a very positive time period to save money. Maybe your mother, you will be connecting with, or mother's health is getting a little better with Jupiter coming back to the Gemini sign. But at the same time, it is the time to take care of your speech. Whatever you could not complete, you will be thinking of completing now. So it will be a little frustrating also if it doesn't complete. So that kind of a situation can also come up. Also, when moon transits through your 5th house, that is Virgo sign, on the 12th to the 14th. So this is the time when it is going to be right opposite Saturn. So this is like you have to take care of your your relationship with your kids, with your children, or you are a student native, so you have to work a little harder. Not that you have to study in the community, or you have to co-studies should be avoided. It's good if you can a solo study, or maybe take the exam right now, so it's positive for you. And also it is good time for also maybe with your in your relationship, you might just connect with a new partner, or ex relationship might just trigger. Or it could be that you are going to be quitting your job and joining another one. This is like bringing some change, because this is the 8th house from your 10th also when moon is transiting, and moon is your third lord. So it can bring about some travel, some transfer, or maybe change of job during this week. In case you have to join somewhere, this is going to be a very good one. Also, Mars is in your 8th house. So you need to take care of your health any which ways. Rahu is in your 10th house. Mars is in your 8th house. So this might just be bringing about some confusion with your co-workers also. You don't have to be egoistical and make decisions which might just backfire later during this time period, especially. And 7 to the 11 December, this is the time when you might just spend some money on the electronic gadgets. 12th to the 16th is a good time to purchase property or make some important decisions regards to your job, regards to your work, and also your relationship. Early week calls close smoothly because moon is going to be in your 4th house. Wednesday, Friday, ask for your rate card. And also Friday evening to Sunday, this is like, compliance and clarifying contracts, and cautions on joint finances during this week is required. It's better that you soften your tone when you're conveying in your relationship if you want them to continue. Take some practical subjects if you are a student. Okay. And travel-wise, short hop-ups are evident this week. Avoid late-night highways. And of course, white sweets on Fridays will be a good idea to distribute to the girls if possible, or to your co-workers also. Okay. So this is what the week looks like. I hope you all will be doing well this week. Coming to the next one, that is Gemini. For Gemini natives, moon is going to be in your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th houses this week. So when moon is in the 2nd house, it's going to be on the 8th and the 9th and trine to Saturn, Mercury, Venus, and Sun also. See, when we talk about trine, the elements are the same. That is what is Bhrigu Nandinadi says, that you have to check the trinal conditions of the transits of planets, and of course in your natal chart also. So here we have moon transiting through the Cancer sign. So this is about food, family, finances, how well you can manage your finances. Maybe there is some expenditure to show others off that, oh, I have so much. So this can be the theme on the 8th and the 9th. You have to be a little careful about your expenditures on this day. Also speak softly, lower your tone or soften your tone with your family members, specifically if you want to discuss or plan your finances or your budget. So you can do that. Your actual concern basically for Gemini is always about income, money, finances, because, 2nd house, wherever Cancer sign is, it's a fluctuation which happens. So maybe, you're very fluctuating, or maybe with your family, you're very emotional about them, but you're having fluctuating finances. With moon transiting through the 2nd house, it might just be an expenditure time. So you have to be mindful of your expenditures and be careful about your diet, because Mercury is with Venus and Sun. So you might just be having lots of sweets. Saturn is direct now in your 10th house in trine to this moon on the 8th and the 9th. So this is good for you guys, in case you have to make any decisions regards to your work. The confidence level is coming back now. You'll feel that there is a lot of work, but you are enjoying it. So it might just be the triggering point with moon transiting through the 2nd house. Then moon moves into your 3rd house, and that's happening on the 10th to the 11th in the Leo sign. It's going to be conjunct Ketu in trine to Mars. So you need to be very watchful about your travels, driving, and also this might not fetch you good money if you are about to sell your property. This is also a good time for maybe, with your siblings, you can reconcile, or maybe there is something that you have to manage with your friends and with your siblings. Maybe you have they need your help, financial help also. So you have to provide for them. Then this is a good time for writing, journaling, publishing, or maybe some communication, media. If you want to connect with Ketu is there, so you can start something afresh. And also away from the material realms also. If you're doing something like, helping others, then definitely it is going to be helpful for you. And also, reboot communication. That is what, and then moon moves into your Virgo sign. Virgo is a sign of self-critical, or, it is like getting into the nitty-gritty of everything. You're very detail oriented when moon is in the fourth house. So you're very detail oriented, or you're finicky about your household, or everything should be prim and proper, and about your things that you've kept, you're very particular about that with the Virgo sign in the fourth house. And mother is also very neat and clean and organized. That is what it's for everyone, for all the Geminis. But when moon goes there, when moon transits there, you become even more finicky, or maybe you will become very meticulous about the cleanliness part, or you're maybe connected with your mother, or you're missing your mother, or maybe you're also it's opposite Saturn. So maybe you are working from home, there's lots on your plate, you're very emotional, you're purchasing of the property or discussing real estate, something to do with that. So this is going to trigger all of that as well, with moon transiting through your Virgo sign. So don't be nitpicky, and take things really easy on this day, and do not just pick up any kind of argument with your partner also. This might just trigger some kind of issue in relationship. Take care of your health also on this day. And Mars is also looking at your 10th house. There's a lot of energy, zeal to do things. Jupiter is also looking at Mars. So it's a very beautiful combination which is forming, with the 9th house, 10th house, and 6th house and 11th house forming a connection also. And this might just bring about some new friends in your life. There might be a new relationship which can trigger also this week. So in case you are going to propose someone, so you can do it between the 7th to the 11th December. This is going to be really positive for you guys. And also, in case you have anything to do with purchase of vehicle, or purchase of any ornaments, etc., or books, etc., so you can do it in this time, in this week also. And Saturn is going to be in the Cancer Navmansha. So this is going to be restricting you to spend a lot of money with Saturn in trine to moon also. If you are not organized in your expenditures, then it is not going to be you're not heading to the savings also. So you need to align your income and your expenditures well. Also, Rahu and Ketu are going to be in the 2nd December to 1st January in Pisces and Virgo Navmansha also. So Pisces and Virgo Navmansha, when is getting activated, that means there can be some confused state of mind at the place of work, and lesser time at the at home front also. Maybe you're working a lot, there's lots on your plate, or maybe your foreign connectivity is getting triggered up also this week. So you must actually tidy your expenditures, and also build audience this week, and also workflow hygiene is required. Facts plus field harmony, and relationship wise there can be some clever comebacks also, and also maybe some ex relationship just triggers. Flashcards and mock Q&A for student natives is recommended. So lectures will revive with Rahu and moon also forming a connection in the 3rd and the 9th axis, and moon also in the 2nd house, and also good for launches. Saturday is a good day for launches. Okay. And remedy is yellow dal, you can, or the pulses, yellow color clothes, or yellow color, even turmeric, you can, turmeric you can donate as well on Thursdays and Fridays. Okay. These are the common and a very simple way of balancing your horoscope, I would say, because Venus, Mercury, and Sun are in your 6th house also. Lagnesh is in the 6th house, though it is a very good placement for Mercury, but it is in the Scorpio sign. So good for research, good for fitness regime, good for communication, also for launches. And if you can just, work on your loans, etc. also, this is a good time period for litigation, etc. also. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Cancer. So for Cancer natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your first, second, third houses. First house transit means that the cycle has just begun again. After the 12th house transit on the 8th and the 9th, now it is going to be triggering the first house energy. So first house energy says that it is going to be also in trying to Saturn, Mercury, Venus, Sun. There's a lots on your plate. Now you can start something new in case you have to make any decisions regards to your finances, travels, your own look. You want to go for some makeover or something about your emotional setup. So this is a very positive time period to do so, to work on your emotions and nurturing you also. Be more practical because you can have a lot of mood swings or you expect a lot from others on the 8th and 9th. And if they don't give it to you, then, it might just be a disheartening thing for you. So you need to be prepared that people will not reciprocate the way you do. So it might just be a little uneasy situation for you for that reason, because it's in trine to Mercury. So you have to take care of your communication also and limit your communication. In fact, Venus is about your relationship. So you might just be speaking about your relationship with others. It might just trigger a new relationship. It might just bring back your ex relationship also. Sun being the ruler of the second house is also in the 5th house. So this might trigger your progeny, or it might just bring about your connectivity with your family members. It might just bring about some some kind of job initiation also for your children or for the students as well. So maybe with your father, you will have some connectivity and we'll be discussing about your finances also this week. And Saturn is there in your 9th house. This might just trigger travels as well during the 8th and the 9th. In case you have to travel, you should plan on the 8th and the 9th, for the 8th and the 9th from now itself. 10th and the 11th is when moon is going to be in your second house, and there it is conjunct Ketu and is also in trine to Mars, and also Mars is looking at your first house. So you might just be a little aggressive about your finances, that I need to make money out of money, I need to work on my relationships also. It might just be a little tricky situation as regards to your communication. You might just say something which can be hurtful. So be careful about what you're conveying to others, especially your own people. You should not be, getting involved in any kind of, controversy here. It can bring about that kind of controversy in your relationship because of your speech. So you need to be careful. It is not a good time for starting any kind of litigation or taking loans right now. It is not advisable. If you do sue someone, or you just start with some kind of, any kind of what do you call litigation, etc. So this might be a prolonged process because Saturn is also looking at your 6th house. Taking a loan but repaying it might become a little difficult. So you need to take care of all of that as well. Then moon moves into your third house. Third house, it is going to be on the 12th to the 14th. So this is the time when you might just be traveling. You can maybe some short journeys. You might just be selling property, or you'll be discussing your financial state also with your siblings maybe. Or you are going to be discussing something about your project, upcoming project, or maybe you're a YouTuber or a social media person. So you're going to be also doing some kind of launches on this day. Something new, something different you might just be doing. And this is a good time to do so as well. Also, there is a possibility of maybe starting a new job assignment on this day. This is a good day for your documentation, maybe PR, visa, etc. if you want to. And also do remember that Mars is also in mutual aspect to Jupiter, which is your yoga karagraha. So this is a very beautiful time for starting or initiating a new project. Overseas connectivity might just trigger your financials also. And then we have Mercury, Venus, Sun also in trine to Saturn. So this is a good time for, maybe new launches, or maybe progeny, childbirth. So this is going to be a very positive time period for for making or renewing the energies also. Whatever, you in your relationship you were expecting to happen, this might just trigger all of that, especially when moon is in your third house. So good for communication. Okay, it's moon is in the 11th house from the fifth house also. So it is good for progeny, good for relationship, good for ex relationship to trigger as well. So that way it is a good week, and Jupiter is in your 12th house. So you might just be connecting with some NGO, hospital, or helping someone unconditionally also is a good idea. So any kind of sign-offs or documentation you can do during the end of the week, in case you have to, maybe the upcoming week you want to file some documents. So you're just preparing for that over the weekend. So that way you can do it. And then nurture your relationship this week, and small celebration midweek is possible. Performance arts for students and students and children. Thursday, Friday is good. Plan your Sunday for travels and avoid tight turnarounds. And remedy is water or milk abhishekam on Mondays to the Shivlingam. So that is going to be the key remedy, or you can recite Om Namah Shivaya chants, ending with Om 108 times or more, depends. Okay. So take care. Coming to the next sign, that is Leo. So for Leo natives, this week moon is going to be in your 12th, 1st, and 2nd houses. 8th, 9th, moon is going to be in your 12th house. So when it's in the 12th house is the end of the cycle. That means for 27 days, moon has been over your whole horoscope. And this is the time when you will have 8th and the 9th, you will have that kind of energy on your mind that, okay, now I have seen good, bad, ugly, how I can make the bad better. And from better, I can bring about the best of my version. So this is like, moon transiting through 12th house is going to show you the right direction. So you will actually, that is why when you're in isolation, what do you think? You think of good things, bad things, whatever has happened, you went or to yourself, you discuss things in, your self-introspective, or you're thinking what all I could have done, the regrets, the remorse, the good things also, you think, and the guilt also comes in. So you need to learn from your mistakes, and don't self-pity so much that you land up into the, in that zone where you feel that, oh, wow, things, self-pitying is also, a sin I've seen, or guilt is also a sin, because, you're not escaping from that. Maybe you're visiting someone who's admitted in the hospital, paying their bills. You're very emotional on this day, because as it is, when moon is in your 12th house. Okay, one more thing. When moon is in your 12th house on the 8th and the 9th, it's in trine to Saturn and Mercury and Venus Sun also. So you can also fix deposits you should do when moon is in the 12th house also. And you can withdraw on the moon in the 11th house. So this is something which you should know if you want to start with maybe you have to open a bank account. So you can do it on the moon in the 11th house. So here in the 12th house, you can do the fixed deposits because it's the house of expenditure. So when you fix deposit on this day, or you invest on this day, when moon is in your 12th house, so you will definitely gain more, of wealth in the future. That's what it is. Then moon moves into your second house, first house on the 10th and the 11th in the Leo sign. Now, this is a good transit for you because it's Ketu also there, and Mars is also in trine. So, and also, it is good. Why? Because when you are detached, Ketu in the first house is detaching energies. So when moon goes there, you feel that, yes, there are a lot many ideas that you get with Ketu over the first house. So you start from scratch, like a baby, like a child. The child is just born when Ketu is in the first house. So you actually, unlearn things to learn more. That is what is the energy prevalent when moon is in your first house. And it is going to trigger a lot many positive things in your life now. The cycle has just begun also. So when moon touches upon Ketu, so you start from scratch, whatever you want to do, this is the time when you will be putting a lot of effort towards gaining the success, that path that you want to actually opt for. So it is good for purchasing of property. It is good for learning something new. It is good for progeny. It is good for relationship also, mind you. I'm saying that relationship also. Maybe some foreign clients you will be connecting with. Also, it might just trigger your new job, maybe. You never know. The job that you were waiting for might trigger on the 10th and the 11th. And as it is, it's in trying to Mars also. Mars is your Yogakara Graha. What is a Yogakara Graha? Is a very powerful planet. So Mars is the Yogakara Graha for you. Why? Because it is going to give you that zeal and energy to do things now. You have that desire to do things, and luck is by your side. Believe in me, it is a very beautiful time. Maybe you will be away from your home to look for some new avenues for you, and they'll open up for you because you have been feeling that energy. Why am I not doing this? Why am I lonely? Why am I not getting that kind of strength in me to do things? So that kind of stagnancy that you have been going through will now get the momentum. You will feel the energy to do things. You will feel that zeal to do things, and you will be able to complete the tasks that you have been unable to do till now, because Mars has just transited through the Sagittarius sign. So travels will start, relation with others, communication, PR, visa, whatever you have been waiting for, now is the time when you will trigger all of those things. Also remember, when you talk about relationships, this is Mars transiting your 5th house. So it might just bring, and Jupiter is looking here as well. So it might just trigger a relationship, but you need to calm down. It can be a physical relationship, a physical attraction, but at the same time, you need to focus on a very long-term relationship. So it should not be just short-term and that short attraction only. Okay, so look for that relationship which triggers and which gives you that kind of long-term companionhood also. Then we have moon transiting through your 2nd house, and that's happening on the 12th to the 14th, and this is when you will be discussing finances. You're going to be it's said that when moon is in the 2nd house, you don't get timely meals. In the 12th house, 2nd house, you don't get timely meals, or you get to eat lots of food, or on the wrong time. Or maybe somebody has come from the overseas places, and you're just spending a lot of time on doing the meetings and discussing things, and you're not able to get the timely meals. And also, it is about your health. It is that you have to focus more on, with Saturn in your 8th house as well. So you need to take care of your health as well. And also see, job wise, it's a good time. I will not say. Venus is looking at your 4th house, so it is definitely very positive. And sun is also there. Your Lagnesh is in the 4th house. It is, see, sun loses Digbal here, so maybe you will get the opportunity somewhere where you actually did not expect, or you have to go little you have to mellow down a bit at the place of work, where you're already working. So this might just trigger all of that. And remember, the 6th and the 7th lord is in the 8th house, so it might just not be giving you that kind of satisfaction in your relationship as well as at the job front till the time Saturn is there in your 8th house. Though it has gotten direct, when it was retrograde, it was moving backwards towards Rahu. Now it is moving forward, so it's giving you little relief there. And it is looking at your 10th house. There is a lot of workload, but there is a slowdown phase also, which we call this, with Saturn in the 8th house. Take care of your health. Just take care of your health and you're good to go. I think that's the main thing, that if you just cater to, I'm sure rest of the things will be taken care of as well. Also, we have there is backroom preparation, because moon is in your 12th house to start with. Lead, present when moon is in your 1st house, settle payments, and also decide without ego, because Mars is in your 5th house. And handle property and operate papers well, and praise in public, in relationship with your partner, etc., and fix at home. And also, you should maybe, there are some meetings, so you have to travel for that this week. So you can do it. And Wednesday and Wednesday and Thursday are two good days for you. So you can light a ghee lamp, ghee diya, or a candle or a tea light in the water direction, so west direction of your house. Okay, you light the diya because Saturn is in the 8th house, your west direction of the house. Sorry, north direction. Sorry, I'm mistaken. North direction of your house. If you light the diya or the candle or a tea light in the evening, your water trine is going to get little pacified. Okay, with Saturn in the water trine. Okay, so let's move on to the next one, that is Virgo. All right. So for Virgo natives, this week Moon is going to be in your 11th, 12th, and 1st houses. So when Moon is in your 11th house, it's a very beautiful transit. All the planets are good in the 11th house, as you all know. So it's good for networking, or maybe you have to meet your friends, or there is something which is already lined up, some meetings with your bosses, seniors, maybe VIPs, government officials. You're going to be clearing those paperwork, etc., or any kind of networking or innovative ideas that you have, art, finances, anything to deal with your 11th house affairs. You will be doing it on the 8th and the 9th. Excuse me. It's a good time period for meeting your friends and discussing some ideas that you have, how you can go about it in the future and take it forward. Maybe you can meet somebody, a potential partner during this time. 8th and the 9th can trigger relationship also, emotional relationship, not just a fling, but a very emotional and a platonic relationship you can start with Moon in your 11th house. Then on the 10th and the 11th, Moon moves into your 12th house and Ketu is there. So when Ketu is there, there are certain fears or insecurities that you go through, when Rahu and Ketu are in this axis. So it is giving you lack of sleep also. When Moon transits here, it might just give you that kind of anxiety even more. When Ketu and Moon are conjunct your 12th house. And your 12th house is a Leo fiery sign as it is. So you people sleep, any which ways you sleep less. With this Ketu energy, you have been facing some issue or the other regards to your travels, regards to your expenditure. You're not able to save money, or maybe there is some issue in your relationship with your friends also. Friends are having some health issues. Okay. So you need to be by their side. Somebody is in the hospital, you need to cater to. So this might just bring about that kind of expenditure on hospital gadgets or something like, travels. So this might just be the day when you feel a little low, and you might just feel that there is something amiss, or you're working in isolation, there's lots to cater to, or there are some financial decisions that you're working through. So this is going to trigger on the 8th and the 9th, working behind the scenes or starting from scratch. You have to you've just joined the job and you have to really work and slog it out. So this might be the day when 8th and the 9th, when there is Monday, Tuesday, when the week starts. So there's lots that you have to work on. There's a presentation or there's a lecture that you have to appear for. So you're preparing in isolation. This is a good time for going to a spa or taking a treatment, or helping yourself recover from the the kind of a month it has been really taxing for you, and now you're just rejuvenating, or you're thinking of working on yourself. Reinvigoration kind of energy can also be there. And then Moon moves into your 1st house, and this is where when Moon is on the 10th and the 11th in the Leo sign. So in the Virgo sign, it is on the 12th to the 14th in the 1st house. So when Moon moves into your 1st house, it's like the whole cycle comes to start now again for the next 27 days, it's going to be in your first house. So the whole cycle begins. So this is a very positive time period to think of, look back and think of doing things from the scratch and doing things in a better way. How you can improvise, how you can do things which you have not been able to in the past. So this is a very positive time period for you guys when the new cycle begins. And it is going to trigger relationship. It is going to trigger some workouts, routine or diet plan. Or maybe you're going to be quitting your, maybe some legal battle. You're going to be, maybe out of court settlement or something, and you're going to be working on the reconciliation part maybe also. Also, we must understand that moon is going to be forming a connection with planets one by one. So Mars is going to be looking at your 11th house, then Saturn is looking at your 4th house. So this is not the time to make major decisions regards to your real estate matters. Anything to do with filing of paper, documentation, etc. This is definitely going to trigger. And also this is the time when you will be also having good relationship. Please don't spam. I'm not going to be taking any date of birth, etc. I'm not predicting for anyone personally here. So maybe if you're not aware of, it's okay. You have mentioned 2-3 times, but please stop writing your details. I'm not going to be catering to anybody's horoscope. If you have any question about the transits, I'll definitely respond to that. And this is a good week for networking, for soft sell, for audits, and also anything to do with your, script writing, or, maybe you are going to be keeping your home environment, something to do with in and around your home environment, travels, maybe meeting up with your mom and discussing something very important. And also relationship, kindly boundaries with peers and siblings. Okay. And also, drive slow this week if you're traveling. Okay. And Saturday and Sunday is very positive day for you, and you can recite Om Buddhaya Namah, or you can light a lamp in the north direction for good relationships. If you are having any issues in your relationship, light a diya, candle, tea light, anything that you want to in the evening in the north direction. That will pacify many issues that you're going through. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Libra. Somebody has just joined in and is saying, oh, bang on time for Libra. Okay. So for Libra natives, that is the ascendant, moon, and the dasha sign wise predictions that I give. So when moon is going to be here in your 10th house on the 8th and the 9th, it's a good time period, to connect with the officials. You might just share your ideas and you'll be, appreciated. Something very unique on this day, 8th and the 9th. You might just be expecting a lot from your co-workers, their support. Maybe they are jealous of you. You have been presenting beautiful ideas. You have been discussing things directly with your bosses and seniors, and they are feeling jealous of you. That kind of an energy can be there on the 8th and the 9th because Mercury, Venus, and Sun are also in trine. So, but this is a good day for savings, for discussing things with your family members. Maybe you're taking them for dinner on this day out. And also, or maybe you're ordering, and also, you might just be reconciling with your partner in relationship also on this day, or maybe with your team members. You're going to be discussing something very important majorly during the 8th and the 9th. Okay. And then moon moves into your 11th house on the 10th and the 11th. And that's where, you're working through your network, your community, PR. Ketu is there though. So you might have to start from scratch. You've done certain things, but now you have to start from scratch to finish all of that. It's not a good time to initiate a relationship, I would suggest. Maybe, ex relationship might trigger with Rahu in the 5th house, with moon also with Ketu, but it will end. It might just end abruptly. And if you start a new relationship, it might just not go far. So you have to be cautious about your relationship. In any new relationship, I would suggest, if you have to, take it easy. Also for progeny, for children, this is a good time. And also for investments, you have to take it easy as well. Mercury is in your second house with Venus, your Lagnesh. So it is definitely going to amplify the energies of savings and investments also. And also maybe, you're going to be discussing finances this week. And very importantly, you might just be communicating your mind with or discussing things with the foreigners or collaborations, or maybe you're going to be investing. You'll be getting the investors that you have been waiting for in the business. And your partner should take care of the health part. Okay. Thankfully, Jupiter is in your ninth house. So this is definitely very positive because it is the ruler of your one of the three Shadayas is going to be retrograde in the ninth house and aspected by Mars. So this is a big time saving grace. So you will be definitely very charged up, and you will be, starting something new. It's a good transit for that. And something where you actually ended, you thought that you have this is the end. Now is the time it might just trigger again. So this might just be that kind of, relationship or any kind of work or any travel. You thought that, I've finished this job, but it might just be the starting point that you're back to, like back to square one. So just accept certain things. Be careful with the communication part, with your siblings, with your coworkers, with your friends. You need to be really mild and soft in that, okay, in the tone. Also, it might just be the time to reconcile or complete the issue that you have been having with your, with your partner, or anything to do with the litigation. It's better to go for the out of court settlement. Otherwise, it's a prolonged process with Saturn in the sixth house. Do take care of your health also. Saturn is looking at your eighth house as well. And there's a lot of energy on the eighth house with Sun, Venus, Mercury also looking at the eighth house. In case you have any issue, you will definitely get better also. But at the same time, you have to have a problem to get the solution, right? So you will have a problem in health, and then you will get fine also. And lastly, moon will be in your 12th house on the 12th to the 14th. In your 12th house means that this is the end of the cycle. The whole 27 days are coming to an end. So this is like, working behind the scenes, and also back end fixes. Maybe you are fixing your own self. Okay. There is a lot of churning happening. You're just thinking of too many things which are negative, which is just a process where, you feel that you feel lost, or you feel that, oh, I have not done that. I wish I could. And also self pity, can also be the key theme of this moon in the 12th house. So you need to be careful about self-criticizing yourself. You can't be just doing that. If you do so, I've seen that it comes back in tons and tons of loads of, rebound happens. So don't curse yourself. Don't say anything bad about yourself. When you stand in front of the mirror, think that you are standing the best version right in front of that reflection. Say that I'm the best, and you will see that you're able to come out of all the negative aura, the negative energies that you're dealing with, in and out and around. So if you start saying, oh, I wish I could have done that, oh, I didn't do that, oh, I'm so bad, I'm good for nothing. So all these words, these phrases, stop saying that. Because whenever you lament, remember, it will turn into more lamenting, and it will turn into more negativity. So the more you thank God and say that, okay, I'm the best, I am going to just change your vocabulary. Start saying things which are good for you, which are going to lead to good things in future also. You have to bring those energies back into your life. So say, I bring back my good luck. Whosoever has taken it away from me, I bring that luck back to me, abundantly. I'm going to grow. I'm going to do well. So start saying good things about yourself, about your situation, about your surroundings, about your relationship, about your finances, about everything about your life. So respect it and you will get that respect back also. Saturn is there in your 6th house, it's giving you that. Okay, it's showing you, it's a yoga karagraha, it's showing you that path. So when Moon and Saturn are right opposite, you must actually tone those energies down, which are negative. Okay. And it's going to be also, towards the end, it's right opposite Saturn, and it's that kind of an energy, where you must, Venus. See, Venus is your Lagnesh, is going to get combust. So that is when, you need to be a little careful about your finances, about your relationships also. But it's good for your health. If you have been facing any health issues, it is good for you, because Venus is your 8th lord, is going to get combust, it's going to be better. And you're going to be getting some good opportunities also to deal with your finances also. And pricing, invoicing clarity you will get, and Gemini, Jupiter will support mentors, legal appreciation over logic is advisable in relationship. Also, mock test for student natives is advisable. And also, some faith or learning trips on Sunday would be good, maybe to a religious place you can move, you can visit. And also white flowers, if you keep on the altar of yours, all the more better for you guys for the remedy. 7 to the 11th December is the time when you should be very careful about your relationship. It might just 8 to the 8th to the 11th, right? 8 to the 11th, careful about your relationship. And 12th to the 16th is somewhere, it can give you 12 to the 12 to the 14th. 12 to the 14th is the time when you can be little unwell, or inflammation is there, or blood related inflammation, some fever or something. So just take it easy. You're burnt out, you're just doing a lot, and you need rest. You need to take some rest. Okay, so that is something which you have to do once you have this Mars in your looking at your 10th house also. So maybe you're doing a lot, so take care. Okay, coming to the next one, that is Scorpio. Okay, for Scorpio natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your 9th, 10th, 11th houses. So it's a good week for you to start with. It's going to be in your 9th house. Again, it's a very positive transit, and it is good for your policy making, or maybe connecting with the guru, or anything on the 8th and the 9th. It's going to be in trine to Mercury, Venus, Sun also, not to forget they're in the 1st house. So anything to do with documentation, writing, proposing someone, relationship wise, work wise, it's a very good day for you. Now 8th and the 9th especially. Sorry, it just fell. I don't know why. Okay, I hope I'm audible. Okay, so this might just be the time, when you can maybe reconcile with your partner, or in relationship, good for spiritual growth, spiritual pursuits, or maybe meeting your father on this day. Taking help and advice of your father is also a good thing to do. And in case you have been having anything to do with your documentation, etc., PR, visa, etc., you can do it on the 8th and the 9th. Very positive time. Travels also are indicative. Then 10th and the 11th, Moon moves into your 10th house, and there's a Ketu energy there. So you might be a little anxious on this day, especially on the 11th. There can be something to do with your bosses and seniors, or your co-workers. You can have something, which is not right, and you feel a little uncomfortable because of that. So don't push things, just try to renegotiate. Okay. Or don't be too emotional about your job, about your coworkers. Somebody might just befool you on this day. Some lie, something which is lies. It's like that. Something which is hidden. People are not telling you the truth at the workplace. Or maybe there is a possibility of you joining a new job, and you were told that this is what is the role like, but then you're offered multiple departments to handle, or the portfolio is completely different, and you're feeling a little uneasy because of that. You do feel, no, at times that you have been cheated at the place of work. You were offered a particular job and particular assignment, and you're now going beyond it. So too much of workload or too much which is hidden comes to surface, and you feel a little uncomfortable because of that. And also you have to start from scratch. You have to do things which can give you, satisfaction. Do it for your mental satisfaction, your physical satisfaction, rather than just uh, trying to make others happy. That is something which you will not be able to, because you cannot make everyone and anyone happy like that. Then moon moves into your 11th house towards the end of the week, which is on the 12th, 13th, 14th, when moon is in your 11th house. See, 11th house is about networks. It's about friends. It's about your fulfillment of desires. Maybe there is a party that you're throwing and people are coming home. Saturn is there, though. It restricts you from doing such things. But yeah, there is a possibility of meeting someone on this day, and maybe you're going to be proposing someone. This is a serious relationship. It's not just going to be for the time being and it just comes to an end. It's not like that relationship. And also there is a possibility of starting something like maybe your investment planning is taking place. You're thinking of growth. You're thinking of something which is involving your friend circle, or maybe some collaboration on this day also is possible, because it's right opposite Saturn. So you're being very practical in your relationship with your friends. You will get those kinds of relationship only which are very long term and not superficial. Okay. So it's good for progeny, childbirth also, and also for ex relationship to actually end finally, that you have been waiting for. I'm not going to be taking any kind of birth data. Please understand, these are live sessions where I'm doing the weeklies. So please stick to the weeklies. If you want to know about your job, about your any particular question related to your sign, so you can ask. I will be answering only based on the transits. Okay. So don't ask about your birth details and your birth chart, please. I'm not going to be doing that. Then moon moves into your 11th house, as I said, towards the end of the week, 12th to the 14th. And this might just be the time when you will have some important decisions. No worries, Shivani. It's perfectly fine. That is why, I'm so sorry I can't take up your query, but it's fine, perfectly fine. If you've written it, it's okay. But you might not be aware. That is why I'm telling you. It's fine. So if you have any question, otherwise you can definitely put it up. I might just try in my capacity to answer, okay? And Mars is in your second house, anything to do with speech. You have to be careful about your speech, about your food. Maybe you're having too oily and spicy foods, and it can give you some health issues. So be careful about all of that also. And this is the time to negotiate. It is the time for tightening processes and also insurance settlements, because Jupiter is in your eighth house. Be precise. Also, there is in relationship, strong magnetism is there. You might just come to meet up those kinds of people who are only physically getting attracted to each other. That kind of a relationship can trigger. So state needs calmly. Also, research over travels for student natives and present what you can defend. And purposeful journeys are also quite likely. And also, it is good for this week, actually, is good for doing any kind of charities. You can just donate something to it's like for your ancestors. You're just donating in the name of your ancestors. So you must actually light till diya lamp, that is sesame oil, if you can donate, or you can donate the sesame seeds, black sesame especially, or if you can light in the north direction in the evening, the diya, every evening, if at all you're in the name of your ancestors who have passed on. Also, if you have any kind of relationship issues, if you do these kinds of remedies, they really help. For sure, they help. So you can do these kinds of remedies, and you can light the diya, candle, tea light, whatever you can in your capacity, in your north direction, and you will see things are getting better for you. Okay. So try doing it. Coming to the next one, that is Sagittarius. So for Sagittarius natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your 8th, 9th, and 10th houses. So when Moon is in the 8th house on the 8th and the 9th, it is going to be in trine to Saturn. It's going to be in trine to Mercury, Venus, and Sun in the 12th house also. Not to forget that it is the 8th house energy. So when we talk about the 8th house, it is something where, you feel that there is a lot of investment of, or a lot of emotions are involved in relationships. You do feel there's a lot of churning happening whenever it's the 8th house energy which is getting activated. You do feel that there is a lot of mood swings, or you just start contemplating on or dwelling on the negative self-pity, or there is something about your your joint finances or your relationships, or or your mother's health. You're just focused on your core circle during this time when Moon is in the 8th house. 8th and the 9th, you have to be a little careful about your communication, about your mental setup, about your finances, about your relationship with others. So you need to focus more on these things. So you need to be little detached and don't make hasty decision on this day, because generally I have seen what happens when Moon is in the 8th house. People become, it's an overwhelming kind of an energy also. You feel that things are not moving in the direction you planned, or relationships are not working fine, or there is lack of discipline, or there's lack of drive, or there's lack of energy. You're putting so much, the self-pity starts happening. It's good if you work behind the scenes, or you're planning your future, in a very composed manner, because any decision you make might just backfire during this time. You have to be a little careful about your decision making. Otherwise it will be like, you might regret, or maybe some insurance tax related issue has happened and you're working on that. So either or. And also it's in trine to Venus, Mercury, Sun also, not to forget. So ninth lord is also gone to the 12th house. So you might just be traveling overseas. Maybe it has brought you that kind of a situation where you are a little uncomfortable because of your travels, or there is delay, or there's a lot of frustration that you're experiencing. 8th house is the Chandra Ashtama, okay, where Jupiter exalts. That is why for Sagittarius, when Jupiter exalts here, it's not considered to be that a greater placement. Why? Because the Lagnesh is exalted in the 8th house. That means it has become very strong in a negative place. So anything to do with hidden work or research work, this is a good transit. But anything where you have to make decisions, or you expect things to happen your way, or maybe getting timely meals or something, so this is not going to happen. So you need to take care when you have to make any important decisions. But it is good for travels. I've seen people leaving their country and going overseas, because 8th house is actually it is also forming it's the 12th house from the 9th. So it has to have an 8th house Mars. If you don't have that kind of courage, you will not be able to travel. That is why it has been assigned the 8th house, first house and 8th house rulership also. Mars is ruler of these two places as well for that reason. So when Moon is in the 8th house, you should avoid traveling also. Okay. Then Moon moves into your, but it is definitely the time for relocating. Maybe you are planning everything. When Moon moves into your 9th house, you travel. Okay. 8th house is taking you away from home, already planned. And now when Moon moves into your 9th house on the 10th and the 11th, you will leave. Okay. That kind of an energy is prevalent. And also Sun is your 9th lord after all in the 12th house. So relocation is evident, and it is conjunct Ketu and in trine to Mars also. So Mars is your 5th lord. So maybe children are going overseas, you're learning more, you're planning to maybe purchase some stocks, shares, etc. during this time. But Ketu is there, so it's good for propitiating your ancestors and, just trying to quit the karma with them. There is something which is hidden, or maybe something which is left behind, you need to work on. So this might just be the time period when you will have that kind of energy, that you're experiencing their presence even more, or you need their blessings. So when Ketu is there in the sign of Leo, it is like, old karma comes back. So maybe with your lineage, you get connected with, or maybe with your children, you're going to be, because of your children or because of your parents, you are going to experience something new. Or maybe it is going to take you away from that enjoyment zone, because it's the fifth sign where entertainment is not advisable. Love relationship face some troubles when Ketu is in the Leo sign. So it might just not give you that superficiality in relationship. You will now have a very core kind of a relationship. It's like not a superficial one. So it is a very composed and a very strong relationship that you're heading to, with moon in the 9th house. Also travels, education, publishing, writing, all those skills, writing with the ink pen, it is like that kind of tailoring. These will trigger. Also, moon moves into your 10th house on the 12th to the 14th. And this is where, you might just be going in for some training program. You're going to be maybe reconciling with your coworkers, your bosses and seniors might just appreciate you. You might just be having many ideas to share as well. There's lots on your plate, and you're very organized and very meticulous, and you're going to be very nitpicky also. Don't be self-critical. You will be able to finish the tasks assigned and the project that you're working on, but it is going to be a little slow process. So just take it easy and don't rush things. Things will definitely fall in place, and you will feel better also. And definitely job change when Saturn is in the Kendra happens. And there is another malefic, which is Mars, which is looking at your Saturn, and there's a mutual aspect of Saturn between Saturn and Mars. So this is going to trigger some job assignment overseas, maybe, or with some multinational company you will connect with. Also, take care of your feet region, your legs, your pains. Body pains happen when Saturn and Mars are looking at each other. So take care of your health also. And also Sagittarius with Sagittarius relationship with younger sister, I see, and negative relationship, how to handle it. See, relationship with your sibling is because of Rahu in the 3rd house. You must understand. Or even if it is with your older sibling, it is because of your Venus in the 12th house. So things are going to get better. But do remember, with Rahu in the 3rd house, it does give problems or distant relationship with your siblings. Be it Ketu, be it Rahu in the 3rd house, it will give some kind of distant relationship or some confusion or some kind of misunderstanding as well. So you need to either accept it, or you need to be little careful about your communication when you're conveying something open-heartedly. Maybe it will not be communicated well, or it might just be an adverse kind of a reaction that you will get. So you have to be really careful with your siblings and relationship with your neighbors also. Maybe with your neighbors, you can have some issues as well during this time. I've seen Sagittarius are complaining of that as well. Oh, I didn't say anything, and just for a smallest of the thing, I've had this issue. The communication gap happened because of this Rahu in the 3rd house. But it is in trying to your 7th house also, your 11th house also. So you need to take care of your relationship any which ways with others also in business. Thankfully, Jupiter is here looking at this Rahu now. So things are a little better, and you will start reconciling and getting better also. So discipline because Saturn is there. So discipline is very essential at the place of work, and also any kind of move from budgets, etc., or momentum. Don't overpromise. That's something which is very important to note. Clear boundaries plus warmth in relationship, book dates, if you are a student native, time-bound practice. Long-distance journeys are opening up for you. Verify your visas. And also, if you want to do a remedy, do it on Sunday. Do the Arghya. Get up and see the rising sun. That is a very good remedy for you guys, okay? Because sun is in your 12th house. It's in the almost in the rising sun. Coming to the next one, that is Capricorn. So for Capricorn natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 7th, 8th, 9th houses. So when moon is in the 7th house on the 8th and the 9th, it is going to trigger relationship, client side, business proposal. You might just be traveling during this time. It said that you wear new clothes when moon is in your 7th house. Wearing new clothes could be because of some occasion, or maybe there's some delegate which has come from overseas you're catering to or you're attending to, or maybe you're going to be taking your family out for dinner. So wearing new clothes could be because of some celebration also, maybe, there has to be an occasion, isn't it? So this is a very emotional day for you, 8th and the 9th. It's an emotional day for you to communicate with your family members, to connect with them, and also with your partner. You might just connect with taking your partner out for a date. You're proposing someone. 7th house is getting triggered up. So it might just be the time when you might just be, starting a new business proposal, or proposing someone for a new business proposal, maybe, So it's a good time period for you. And in case you have anything to do with your, uh, poetry writing, recitation, etc. So that also you can do on the 8th and the 9th. Because you're very emotional on this day, so you might just be writing something or journaling something, which is very important aspect of your life. Then moon moves into your 8th house. See, moon's transiting through the 8th house is not considered to be good because it's a Chandrashtama and there's a Ketu also in your 8th house. So this might just be triggering that loss of job, loss of status, or there can be that you have to start from scratch, or loss of progeny also. It said that, with Ketu in the Leo sign, it is happening even more, and people are going for IVF even more, or any kind of external treatments they are taking, because Ketu is transiting the Leo sign. Leo is the sign of romance. Leo is the sign of kids, children, progeny, entertainment. So anything to do with, you want to sit for watching a movie, but something happens that you have to just leave it in between and you have to start doing something else, which is more important. So when moon transits the 8th house, you will feel that uneasiness, you feel that, oh my God, I'm not able to focus. I'm not able to, it's an overwhelming situation also. So you might just feel a little uncomfortable on this day. So don't make any decisions rashly or very impulsively. Otherwise, they might just backfire regards to your relationship, regards to your travels, regards to your purchase of selling of property, or maybe something to do with your insurance, taxes. It's good for research though, because Ketu is involved in the research work. So if you are doing anything related to research, Mars exalts in your 1st house, your 4th lord in the 12th house. So it is good for thesis or getting the approvals from the teacher or the mentor. So this is a good transit for travels as well. But you need to be little calm, when moon is in your 8th house. It is good also in some areas of life, but yeah, it is like, some kind of impulsive decision making can also take place. So you have to just take it easy. Anything to do with your loans or compliances or campaigns, calendar, all that, it is good. But pick quality collaborators during this time. Just don't fall prey to the others going for podcasts and all that. Don't do that. It might just not be a good collaboration, and maybe you have not thought of, you've spent money. I have heard that people pay for the podcast, who are invited as guests. So like somebody told me about Ranveer Allahabadia, I think. Yeah, I didn't want to take his name though on this platform, but I have heard he charges somewhere around 1 CR Indian, 50 lakhs, I think 50 lakhs or 1 CR, something like that for one podcast. I was like, okay, that's some Panditji, goes on his channel, or whosoever is invited. They are not invited. They offer money to him to air the program. Or as a matter of fact, there are so many I've seen, they are just paying and going on the podcasts. Very, very sad, actually, and believe you me, I have got so many offers, and they have asked money from me also. I said, I'm not going to go there. I'm not taking that route. I'm not. I'm sorry. If somebody is paying me and inviting me also, I will say no. Only my core circle, my friends, like Ernst Wilhelm came to my channel, Babajit came to my channel, Jennifer took my interview on my channel and on hers. And something to do with Dr. Arjun Bhai's wife, Navjeet. She is going on calling me to do this on her channel. And then we have Nitinji. They are all my core circles. If in my core circle, we are friends. If they are collaborating with me, that is a positive collaboration. It's a give and take for us, of knowledge only. But if you are doing anything for Capricorn natives, also, I'm just telling you, if you are picking collaborators, pick quality collaborators. I request you, and don't pay and throw money and go and request others to invite you. Please don't do that. It is going to backfire for sure. This might just be the time for partnership trips, if you have to take any journeys. And this is a good Thursday, Friday are good for showcasing any of your projects or anything about your work. And also, if you can light no, I'm not going to do that, make. I'm not ever going to be doing that. And notorious people, I know they're it's really disheartening, to hear. When I came to know about this, I was like, oh wow, people are paying money to what they think, that they are going to make a lot of money, I think, by throwing money. Is that practical? Please write in the comment section. Is that practical? First of all, that means you lack something to promote yourself. That means you need someone else's help to promote yourself. I don't think so. It's worth it. You promote yourself, no, on your channel. I have a channel. It's not growing, it's fine, but at least 10 people watching me is more than enough. Right now 50 people are watching. I'm more than happy, overwhelmed, in fact. Thank you so much for watching me live. Thank you. Now, again, I'm digressing, and somebody will comment that, ma'am, you talk a lot. Anyhow, this is the time to feed a worker this week. If you can feed a worker or labor, or if you can donate, wheelchair to someone, if in your capacity, if you can, or you can just donate your services. That is what I keep telling the ones who cannot afford. You should donate your services. It's a shramdan. You should do that. And also, Saturn and Mars are looking at each other. So you must take care of your feet region, bones, and also inflammatory, any kind of viral infection can also happen. Take care. And Rahu is in your second house. Speak the truth. Do not deviate and digress from the right path. Please help the community, not yourself alone. Okay. These are the key themes this week, and Moon is going to be in your ninth house lastly on the 12th and the 14th. 12th, 13th, 14th, it's going to be the ninth house. Good for travels, good for journaling, good for meeting people who are going to be helping you, or you're going to be, learning a skill. This is a good time to upgrade yourself, not downgrade yourself. It's a good time for partnership business also, or joining a new job as well. Also, maybe you're going to be, some kind of audits are going to take place this week. It's a mixed bag, I would say, because 7th house, 8th house, and 9th house transit. So 7th and 8th house transit from 8th to the 11th, you might just feel a little uncomfortable in relationship and also finances. You can be a little suspicious also. Not a good time for children progeny also. But for student natives, 12th to the 14th is a good time. If you have any kind of situation where you have to go for competition, for any exam you want to sit for, or you want to solo study, this is a good time. Fitness regime also you can start, or workouts. So this is a good week for, towards the end, it is a good time. Coming to the next one, that is Aquarius. So for Aquarius natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 6th, 7th, and 8th houses. See, moon's transit to the 6th house is considered to be good. Okay. To start with, 8th, 9th, very good time for finishing your tasks. In case you want to start anything like fitness regime or yoga or workout regime or diet plan. So this is a good time. You might just be connecting with your mom or uncle or aunt, maternal side especially, or they might just come home. You might just, take their help, financial help, or they might need your help also. And this definitely is going to be giving you some positive energy towards reconciliation, in case you have been going through a litigation or something, you have to pay off your loan or something. So this is a good day, for 8th and the 9th. I think you can plan all of that. And also, Sun, Venus, Mercury are in trine, and Saturn is also in trine. So this might just be the time to fix the routine also. Or maybe, just put up on your calendar something that there are upcoming meetings, but this is a productive time. In case you have to finish anything, you can do it on these 2 days, 8th and 9th. But you will be exhausted. So take care of your health also, because it's 6th house energy playing out. And don't take loans right now. In case you have to repay, this is a good time. Moon moves into your 7th house, and there's a Ketu energy there. So maybe there is a lot of detachment in relationship, where your partner is very detached or is becoming very spiritually inclined. You can be very demanding, physical or maybe some mental support you require, and the partner is not able to, or maybe you're not able to voice that. Unnecessary misunderstanding can happen. So be careful on the 10th and the 11th, because there's a Mars also in trine to this Ketu. So this might just bring about some irritability in relationship. Drive safely. You might just wear new clothes and you have planned something and that thing doesn't happen. That event doesn't happen. So you feel a little uncomfortable and restless because of that as well. So just don't expect a lot from anyone. That's the best thing, and maintain a low profile. And in case you have any plans to, just start any new business or something, this might be the time to fix the routine first. You have to fix and align yourself, organize yourself well. And then you can start from scratch. You will get that visibility. You will get that deliverables and routines. That is something which is going to be there. And also creative monetization is evident with Jupiter in your 5th house as well, and looking at your 9th. So this is like small sizes on specs. And also tone in public matters. That is something which is important to focus on relationship. And also speaking prosper. Like if you have to convey something as a student, presentation is there, or you have a project, so convey it and speak about it, and you will definitely do well. And also, moon moves into your 8th house. It's a Chandra Ashtama on the 12th to the 14th. I would suggest that be careful about your mental setup. You need to be more careful about your mental and physical health. There can be that you are working behind the scenes, expecting a lot, and things are not the kind of visibility you expected. It didn't happen. You're very self-critical because you have a Virgo sign in your 8th house. So getting into the research, these people are very good researchers, but you're self-critical also at the same time. You need to take care of your health, mental as well as physical, when moon is in the 8th house. It is going to give you that, logic, emotions, tug of war. You might just be very logical. You might just be very emotional at times. So this might just be a tug of war day. So you need to plan everything really well beforehand. That Chandra Ashtama means no impulsive decision making, no regular stuff. You think that, oh, yes, I can do it, but it might just be a delayed case. And that might just bring about some issues in your mental setup. So the whole situation can be turned around only because of your mental setup. So when it is Chandra Ashtama, you must realize and understand that this is not the time to focus on things to happen on their own. You need to put effort. Okay, it's not on autopilot mode. So the kind of effort you put, the positive effort, the positive energy, the better results are. So you're thinking too much about the negative things, about self-critical approach. Oh, I'm not good, I'm not enough. All these things are not to be said and sent those vibes to the universe. I always say that send good vibes, you get good vibes. Definitely, you are growing exponentially those negative vibes also when you talk negative and send those messages to the universe. And the universe says, Tathastu. Universe only knows how to say yes. 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 Now you say, what do you want? If you say, I'm not good enough, my relationship is not good, my finances are bad. So yes, okay, tathastu. Yes, yes, yes. Universe will say yes. You really want that? I don't think so. So say, I am abundant, I am happy, I am good, I am very healthy, I am doing really well at my work. If I'm jobless, I'm going to get the job very soon. And you see how these are remedies, how things actually fall in place for you one after the other. I am a living example of that. I've gone through a lot. And 2025 and 2019 were my worst years. I'm telling you, worse years, even worse than the COVID. So what happens? They were the worst years, but I actually, asked for only good things in those years and to give me that courage and strength to sail through those rough patches. And this year also, I have been really struggling a lot till now. My dad passed away, my mom-in-law passed away, that. So it was not easy for us. But still, the universe has supported me because I have never, ever given up on anything. I'm not giving an example of myself because I'm bragging or something. It's just that I'm really, really thankful. That's why I'm saying that if I can, you all can do it as well. Maybe you people are stronger than me. Maybe you do it better than me. Okay. So send good vibes to the universe. You will get it back abundantly. Okay. So stay focused and stay blessed. So when we say stay blessed, it's that we have to thank for those blessings as well. Okay. So good week. And definitely, you can be more charitable, be more thankful, and you are good to go. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Pisces. Yes, you can donate books, pens, or maybe, something, stationery goods to the needy or to the students who can't afford. So it'll be good. So it is the sign of a pitcher. Rahu's there. So the pitcher's water is coming out of the pitcher. It's falling. It needs to be distributed. That means your cup is full and you're just donating the other that the rest of the water that you have. Okay. So be more charitable to the ones who need the knowledge. Okay. So the jnana. Okay. Coming to the last one, that is Pisces. I give too much of lecture, no? I don't know, in a flow, I say whatever I'm going through, I just, whatever, I am going through, I share it all. And whatever I've experienced, I try to, convey to you guys, because at the age of 55, 56, yeah, I don't want to keep things to myself. What will I do with all this gyan and all this knowledge and experiences? If I don't share, it's not worth it, no? So whatever we can share, the good experiences, the bad experiences, if you can change even one single life, you're sorted for this life and the henceforth lives also, for sure. And it's all unconditional, because this is not the platform where I make money. This is my passion. I make money from my Vastu assignments. I tell everyone that. But for yourself, book a reading with an astrologer of your choice always, because it's really worth it. I'm telling you, the guidance that we all need, it's really worth it. I've learned it not that easy. So I'm just conveying it to you for your own good. Okay. Now we start with the Pisces. Let me write it again because, I was just saying something else. So let's start with the Pisces reading now. For Pisces, this week, Moon is going to be in your fifth, sixth, and seventh houses. Good time to start with the Moon in the fifth house for anything to do with your, relationship, children. You're going to be very emotional about your people in and around you. You can be more addictive to work, creativity, art, or maybe to your uh, to your what is it, entertainment, because you know what, this is the fifth house energy playing out. Fifth house and fourth, we combine them. It is a fifth house, but Cancer sign, emotions towards what? You need a vent. So wherever Cancer sign is, it's a very fluctuating kind of a sign. So what happens? Your relationship fluctuates. Maybe the ex relationship comes again and again back into your life, goes back, you're back and forth. Saturn is there over your first house. You're very indifferent. You're feeling that, oh my God, why this is happening to me? You're talking about there's a lot of work. There's lots on my plate. Mars is also looking here. So you're just always working and working and working. Okay. So you must actually, sign up for some important task to, so that you can be more charitable now. So with an NGO, with hospital, get attached, because 12th house Rahu, Saturn in the first, Mars in the 10th. So you need to take time out to help others also. This is a very, very important thing that you can do to stop that fluctuation, fluctuation in your life, regards to your kids, regards to your finances, regards to your relationship, and also your your finances, your investments. You're not able to gain that kind of money that you have invested. You're not gaining that. The right kind of channel is not there. So you need to take the advice of the experts this week before jumping into the investment plan. Also, this is Moon in the fifth house, might just trigger a relationship. You don't have to be very emotionally connected instantly. Give it some time. Be more logical, I would say, not making decisions emotionally. Then Moon moves into your sixth house in the middle of the week, 10th and the 11th. It's going to be conjunct Ketu in trine to Mars also in the 10th, from the 10th house, it's in trine. So you need to keep a check on your health first and speak whatever is required. Not that you are saying anything and everything and, it might just backfire. People might just take undue advantage also of yours. Be more meticulous about your work and just the routine that you're following. Also, be more productive, because Mars is in your 10th house. You're very, very strongly inclined now to finish the tasks. It is definitely going to give you that breakthrough as well. So use this time period to come. There's lots on your plate. You need to quit that as well. So one by one, don't get overwhelmed. So take the help of your coworkers, connect with your siblings. Maybe, they might just come to your rescue. Maybe your uncle or aunt, you can connect with your maternal aunt, maternal uncle. You can connect with them. They might just come to your place and, there is a lunch or a dinner and you're going to be discussing something very important, but you are very productive. Take care of your teeth region also. Maybe it's time to reconcile in your relationship. This is not the good time to start any kind of litigation, loan. Not a good period when Moon is in your sixth house. Then Moon moves into your seventh. Now, this is the house of other people. You might just connect with someone else. You might travel. You might meet somebody while traveling. You might discuss a new project. You might just be into that startup. You are very meticulous about doing things. You have a fixed routine. Maybe you're just following it. And 12th to the 14th is a very good time to wear new clothes and discuss things with your bosses and seniors and connect with new people. And maybe you're going to be discussing a new project also. Long form writing improves for student natives. Family consensus over speed. Okay. And like, take things easy. Jupiter is there in your 4th house. This is not the time to just rush things up. Oh, I want to do this also. I want to do that also. Strike a balance. You need to have a balance, work-life balance. Book with buffers, travel plans. Because Saturn is in your 1st house in the Pisces sign and Rahu is in your 12th. You might just be going to the overseas land, but you have to, or travel, but you have to give it some time. Maybe some buffer time is required, or maybe you have back and forth in your itinerary also. And the best remedy is Vishnu Sahasranamam in the morning and Lalita Sahasranamam in the evening. And you can also, maybe it's a Kal Ashtami also. I'll tell you the remedy in a bit, but you must actually, donate something to the girl child. It's really essential if you can give to the girl child some donation, or donation as in like the donation of books, stationery items, pen, pencil, as we say, books, notebooks, etc. You should give to the girl child. It is definitely going to help you. Now, there are general remedies that I'm giving you for the festivals that we have. Okay. So we have Kalashtami on the Thursday, Friday, short Bhairav Shiva prayer in the evening, avoid night rest, close old loops. And one sesame oil diya on Saturday evening, one Annadanam, that is, if you can give some food to someone on the Saturdays or maybe on Thursdays, it will be really good for you guys. Okay. So this is what is the general view of the, of the week and the remedies towards the end that I've given. And I don't see any questions. Thank you so much for watching, and thanks for all your love and all your affection and all the praises and whatnot. You people adore me, I know, and I adore you all as well. So that's more than enough, I think, for me, isn't it? So stay blessed, everyone, and have a great, great, great week ahead. And do book a reading in case you need any personalized consult for yourself. Okay, I'm always there. So you can drop an email at vlastrology24@gmail.com and connect with my team. My team will respond back whenever the time. And also yearly readings. I forgot to mention in the beginning. I always do forget it, But you can book an yearly reading for yourself, month by month, and maybe, with the transit of each planet, I can guide you through which is a good month, which is not, what decisions you have to make every month. So I can guide you through with that as well. Okay. Personalized reading. Nothing can beat that. Thank you so much and stay blessed, everyone. Om Tat Sat.